Okay, if I may just go back a little bit, right? Because the kind of enthusiasm and clarity that you had in army. I mean, I tell you what I was doing in army in 18 years old. I didn't know shit. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just like lazing around, going clouds, all this kind of stuff. So how do you even have that clarity at 18 years old to really know that you want to dabble? Because I know that 6 months, right, was like life changing for you in that sense, right? But like, why, how did you know how did you know how to be so clear when you were just 18 years old at that point of time? Because for me, I'm just saying from my perspective, and I feel that a lot of my peers, or even in university and US business school, right, I'm sure you've met people like they've just no idea what they're doing. To be very direct, they have no idea what they're doing. How are you so clear about yourself?
For me, I think it just stems from the point that I have a very clear life goal. My life goal is very simple. I am very fortunate to be able to live in a family where we do not need to worry about financials. Not only that, we also have the pleasure of having both parents present in our lives, which I feel is something is quite a rarity in Singapore society. You can either have parents that earn money to be able to support the family, but you don't get to see them as much, or you have the opposite, or you might have neither. They work hard, but you still need to worry about financials, and then you don't get to see them because they're working so hard. I think, of the very privileged minority that we're not like well off in the sense that, like we throw money, those kind of things. But we are well off enough that we don't need to worry, which is very important, especially on how I can even afford to do this whole entrepreneurship journey. And having them having the time to like, Saturday, Sunday, go East Coast Park, those kind of things. And I knew from very early on that this is a very difficult thing to replicate. But it is unfair, I believe, that my future, I keep sharing this, so not my current wife and my future family essentially, my wife and my future kids cannot enjoy the same thing that I enjoyed as a kid. Makes absolutely no sense. Because yes, even though it's easier to make money in Singapore in the past, I've been given a great luck bonus and like foundation to be able to succeed. And knowing that other people are going to succeed with much less makes it such that, I don't think it's reasonable if I don't succeed in this as well. So I was already from a relatively young age eager to find something that I believe can meet this life goal. Now, how does this documentary thing come into the play? Essentially, if you have that in mind, is that I believe that people finding success is a simple equation of people finding what they're innately good at and then working hard on it. I've tried many other things in the past, maybe sold hard drives, do this, do that, even consider working in hospitality as well. But hospitality didn't really work well because hospitality requires you where your hospitality family is your first and then your actual family is your second, just in terms of like how that industry works. So that doesn't work for me. So what ended up happening was that when I stumbled, because of all of these other serendipities, stumbled on, hey, maybe I could do documentaries. And then after that, things started to fall in together, which was why I decided to really explore it when I was in army. I found something that I think I'm not only innately good at, but I might also be already in love with it, which makes me extra lucky, because you might love something that you're not very good at. Like I love music, but I have no musical talents whatsoever. So I don't want to work hard on it because it's like I'm not going to put food on the table for that at the end of the day. Documentary, on the other hand, at that point of time in my life, I was like, okay, this is worth exploring.